Okay. Feels weird sitting in this chair. Hi, hello and welcome. My name is Batvark. I completely forgot my opening spiel, and this is episode 6 of my continuing playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. Windows open, doors open, fan going, you can just see it here. We're not using any lights today because I tried doing that yesterday and it was just pain. I had to stop. Also feeling really weird sitting in this chair. It normally has like a cushion, and I've tossed that aside because it's like this fabric squishy thing is just really warm and unpleasant. Yeah. So here in the UK we are dying. So global warming coming for us all. Anyway, Mass Effect 1. Let's do this. Let's do the spiel. I've played this game many times, but never the Legendary Edition. This was the game that started my first for achievement hunting. Damn you, Mass Effect. Spiel's getting boring. But yeah, so yesterday, or 2 days ago, we did Feros, which is our first planet mission. And then yesterday I did a bunch of zooming around the galaxy, doing side quests and earning loads of money, spending all my money, and then immediately finding something better than what I just paid loads of money for, which was rather frustrating actually. Notepad galaxies. Right, so today I think we'll do more galaxy hopping actually. That's going to be our thing. We're doing well getting levels. I've forgotten what the level cap is on this. It might, I think it's 30, and I'm over halfway through. So let's get on to the game. I like the galaxy map track as well, but that type track is just something special. Okay. You know what? No cluster. Let's go. Pretty sure this is the only one here. Right, down. Going to Luna. Yeah. Hopefully we're not going to have any issues with giant spiders like the end of yesterday. It was big and it's coming at me and I try to leave spiders alone. The friends, they're creepy looking friends, but they're friends. This asteroid belt? Surely not. Start with Neptune. Though Neptune, like Uranus, had plentiful helium, its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining before the development of Mass Effect drive. With Uranus cheap to exploit, it's never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton. I see that. I see that. Technically, Pluto is one of Sol's newest ice dwarf worlds. It is mainly known for being the gravitational anchor for the probing mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered the moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orbit was circularized 2157 as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. everyone's favourite planet. After the development of Mass Effect FTL drive, distant Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-free fuel and shallow for gas giant gravity well. Today, Uranus is the largest producer of HE3 in alien space. Saturn's been the major source of helium-free fuel for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept this moon from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost of Binary Helix Corporation Nautilus facility attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Wait. Binary Helix. Now that hasn't come up yet, but Binary Helix plays a very big part in the Mass Effect trilogy. In ways you don't necessarily expect. Once considered a prospect for terraforming colonization, the discovery of faster than light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. The southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. Detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Aligned Galactic Codex. Earth orbit riddled with debris generated by bootstrapped space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85 kilometers. Kester syndrome, huh? Venus. With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research outposts. A handful of solar power stations exist in peaks of eternal light north of the south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the Sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. The only thing we actually care about, Luna. An early source of helium-3, Luna is now mined for materials used as base habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 Lagrange points, all from lunar resources. Okay, well, this is a tech fight, so Tali and Garrus. Ah.
The home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology, and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Oh, we have more than that. Protheans, Mars ruins. After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Lowell City became the first permanent settlement on Mars in 2103. Within a decade, the United States and China had founded permanent settlements as well. The South Polar region of Prometheus Plain developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts. In 2148, prospectors working near the Cerrado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharged from Mass Effect Corps, struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect. Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While courts battled over who owned the ruins, the international scientific community coordinated a massive effort to access, translate, and interpret the databank recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation point, built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans are not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth orbit and on the lunar near side. A half-dozen Mass Effect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation. Cool. Oh, I just can't be bothered with this. Yeah, looking up at that, it's like, just remind me of, it's a long way to a small angry planet. So I read. I don't really remember much of anything about it other than I didn't like it. I was disappointed by that because it looks like so many people talk about how good. Oh, too early. So that I can't actually be bothered exploring planets. I've just got to look shit up. Which means actually I should just install that mod. Hopefully I can install it without having to... Yeah, those aren't getting anywhere close. But, I need to... hope that installing the mod mid-game... No, it'll be in for next... I remember these actually being... Oh, I never bought you that damn armor, did I? But yeah, I remember these actually being kind of tough. But that might have just been because of when I did it last time.
Enemy sighted. Slow down.
Hmm.
All clear.
I could have done better there. I think this might be a case where active powers are a better use than not. Vehicles, combat drones. Drones are small robots used to support and supplement organic soldiers on the battlefield. They have no artificial intelligence of any kind, but follow fixed, minimally adapted programs. Most varieties employ Mass Effect levitation to improve mobility. It works, that was annoying with a shotgun. All modern armies rely on veritable fleets of drones for routine soldiering, static garrison, patrols, etc. The use of drones in non-critical duty keeps manpower needs down, reducing casualties in low-intensity conflicts. Less advanced races and cultures with less sensitivity to casualties have correspondingly fewer drones in their inventory. Drones have little use in conventional open field battles as they are poorly armed and armoured. In addition to combat drones, support drones are used to assist organic units in the field. The constant drones are small, stealthy craft that screen combat units in the field and warn commanders when enemies are spotted. Electronic warfare drones supplement battlefield technicians serving as mobile jammers and ELIN, electronic intelligence gathering platforms. Military and civilian police utilize blaster drones equipped with powerful strobe lights to disorient and subdue intruders using non-lethal force. Drone formations are basically referred to as wings, i.e. deploy the fourth assault drone ring on the left flank. Common soldiers often refer to friendly formations as flocks and the enemy formations as swarms.
Think we're good, Commander?
They should face up, Garrus. Face us out, no point having. The lights on the optical mainframe flicker and die. First of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. I took way more damage there than I thought. Clearly I was standing too close.
Think we got it, Commander.
Okay, that was
We got
sure
all
thing.
Shepard.
Yeah, quite clearly, bringing like these two was the right choice. magnetic barrier field powering up throughout the bunker complex. No.
I think we're good, Shepard. All clear. Negative contact.
Second of the free computing cluster contained VI offline.
Perimeter. Redeploying.
Okay. Third and final one of these. No, that's much worse than what I got. The only one here? Light possibility that sniper actually being better. Unlikely. No, but it's pretty damn close. It's good. How's it compared to mine? Use my brave thoughts.
All patched up.
But they're all just sitting there, so it's like, well, let's prep thing. What I wasn't expecting was the shotgun blast to detonate the grenade. So I think the first one didn't necessarily do anything. Second one, on the other hand, did. Pretty sure we get jumped by more turrets. Not turrets, more drones. Additional security drones powering up. Burst of white noise overall frequency nearly deafens you. Parsuit's heads-up display interprets into a series of zeros and ones. 01 001 000 01 000 101 01 001100 0101 0000. Repeat again and again, blanketing the frequency until the lights of the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Specialization class will replace your base class in the talents and squad screen. Talent rank in base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you gain with each rank in your specialization class. Okay, Shock Trooper or Nemesis. I mean, okay, I have no idea which these I prefer, so this is being made off the cuff. Arctic Specialists, improved warp, improved lift, and increases duration and damage. Those are all real nice. But increases health, damage protection, immunity or barrier. Immunity or barrier. Improves adrenaline. It's like, is this statistically better? But I get to be called Nemesis though. Shock Troopers just, you know, it's like, it's a bit too fascist sounding for me, you know? Uh, 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 What I would actually say though, I go with Nemesis because warp and lift are the ones that I use. Like I go like, okay, you know what? I want to use this. This is really good. Let's do this.
You good to go?
Doesn't really matter now, does it? Well, we can look at what we got here. Another 240. Well, it's pretty nice. Make sure that was gonna run out of levels, aren't I? Okay. Oh.
Redeploying.
One day. Call him for hacker. Alright. Maybe what we actually leaks. Gemini signal. Okay, this camera is. Yes. This. So, alphabetical first as always. In the initial survey of the Antaeus system, only a single fly-by-fly probe was spared for the small scorched world of Agako. It revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements given its size. Agako is a standard terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium, with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough crater terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. Edmos is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. If Trim's terraforming is successful, it's expected that a helium-free fuel refining facility for the system will be set up here. Fine, last one, hydrogen. Hobo is the second, and by far the larger of Antaeus' two gas giants. Accurate scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indicators of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Probe is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents to this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals towards the circle megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. Last attempt to reach the salvage probe was deep anomalies were tragically wrong and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped across the gas giant's lower atmosphere. Survey. One on Meteor Dinlaga's writings. Trevin, yeah, that's what I thought. Come back to you. Belmar is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. They're not just surface gases, explorers will want to use extreme caution. Survey uranium. Unidor is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Frozen surfaces are unusually smooth, suggesting widespread paving by cryovolcanic processes, but no such activity is currently evident. So, Trebon. Trebon is a modest terrestrial world with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. Trebon's environment is relatively mild, but scarcity of water or similar enabling substances prevented the development of any biosphere. Scaling Corp recently reported a test impact of a single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. The survey team is on the surface, monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water release is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick cloud banks have formed. It's every indication that our world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical and computer failures in the GPS satellites. X and wood. Looking at that, it's kind of wonderful, huh? Huh. Did I get rid of those? Okay, apparently I did. Meh. Uh... we were going this way round. Right, I remember this one. You can come in round there as flat way in, or you do the real stupid thing I'm about to do. I would have made that, wouldn't I? Look here. No. Maybe it was more or less rapid, but it was fine. I didn't know better. It's not. I know it's not. That's over here. I think I mostly remember this from watching Carcala playing Mass Effect 1 recently. The device is transmitting typing signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts survey team GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. I can't loot any of those.
machine cultists. They unearthed some kind of alien technology, and it turns them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
Oh, that was done. Long gone. It's right goddamn there. Same glowing orb that we saw in Pharos that the Geth were praying to. That accounts for all of the exogenic surveys. They're converted to cybernetic husks by a device similar to those used by the Geth in Eden Prime. They came to be buried on the frontier worlds above Geth territory is a mystery. The loot. Okay. I mean, we got another room. Hope that'll have better. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's what I need. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah. What I've got. Okay, that means we got a whole empty facility for us to loot. So let's create the eye best. Chameleon tool. Chameleon tool stuck. My memory of it. Yeah, that's lousy. I don't know, how much tech cooldown can you get? And it's like, is it percentage? We already know that, Kaiden. We literally just did it, you dumbass.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Um, next up, press on wall. There we go. There's actually anything to interact with there. You're in the insignia. $400k already, and that's not even taking account me selling above a bunch of stuff. Just to confirm, I'm in Hades Gamma, Anateus, Reverend, missing survey team. That's right. Miss Tao. Ah. This gonna be next. Not seeing anything on this. There we go. A metal-rich asteroid. Lithium. Okay, I am going to take my first break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes after some ads. See you soon. Alright, I am back. Now on this. Jata is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of Krypton and Xenon. Breath. The surface is hot, mainly composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminium, magnesium, and other light metals can be found. Jata is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of this, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found at the bottom of the crater by a Batarian survey team and estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all, nor the more vociferously than shown recorded to the corpse made by Solarian researchers. That won't come back to bite them in the arse. Niarum is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a long volcanic divergence zone that stretches across half of the northern hemisphere. Titanium. Nope. Remar is an icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Remar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemical. This has allowed the profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in a low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible for space. Which is what all these are. Raisha is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium and ammonia in its atmosphere. During the brief gold rush of Klenstar, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-free skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's icy moons. Klenstar proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Found a Turin insignia. I remember Klenstar being the... What? And so, and that's just two. Klenstar has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggest areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system, sinking test ports and claiming the system for humanity. Klenstar had only an average level of mineral wealth, valuable, but hardly worth the Russian expense. Merida Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike rich in their first extra-solar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified the surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in the costly boondoggle. All unethical, this was not technically illegal. The Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet's still littered with abandoned mining bases. It's often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. We're coming here to meet some criminals with our guns. We're bringing Ashley and I don't guess Tally is gonna be Garrus. We shoot some people's. So. Wasting wood. Got points, let's spend points. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I have no points. Okay. No, that's way worse than what you got. Not that what you got is good. Okay. Yeah, I really need to just install this mod because I do not care for manually searching all of these. It's just time consuming, quite boring. Okay. It's mostly. Oh, that's lovely. I mean, it's a bit I like anyway, but oh, it's nice and cold. It's not actually that hot in there. I managed to go about things sensible enough that I'm not absolutely melting in here now. Unlike yesterday, where I was really struggling until I just gave up, turned all the lights off, opened the curtains. Him. Really? At 1 o'clock a beer, now I'm burping. Yeah. Take that, stack of 4 empty Coke cans on my desk. Not actually stacks, 2 stacks of 2, well, 1 tower of 4, but yeah. It's like, yeah, the beer's why I'm burping. Really worried this stuff is actually pulled in my t-shirt. Oh, I finished 2 of those. Oh, okay. Just expecting this.
Shield disabled.
Second clan were defeated. It's both of them. Without help, the Blake would be overjoyed to learn that these 2 scum are no longer a problem. That looks like the only other thing here. Oh, really? All footprints leading away from the escape pod. No sign of any survivors. No. Oh, came off the side. We used to get up here. Oh, for some area. Legal one. Yeet. You know, back in the day, that's the kind of situation we'd yell Geronimo. Now we yell yeet.
Ready.
I yell, I'm done with this planet. That definitely says Antaeus, but every other reference is Antaeus. Let's go to Farinata. Might get a call from Hackett.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander. Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Plus asteroid, there's several smaller bodies orbiting it. Easier. It's unlikely they both have. Especially with that hiding out right on top of it. I was thinking to myself earlier today that all this Star Trek references I keep putting in, it's making me kind of want to actually rewatch like the original. And it's like, maybe I'll rewatch all of it. I also think I really want to rewatch season 1 of True Detective as well. I like that a lot. With a rare combination of features, Nepno is of particular interest in the scientific community. Nepno is a small terrestrial planet, I love saying Nepno, with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Faunata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. Thorium. Juntama is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Faunata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tightly locked to Faunata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising in Juntama with transponders turned off. One of the Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace and confused the signals among the Annunciata shipping lane. Profile data disk. Toxigon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It has an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. This is no doubt due to the star Faunata capturing the majority of the mass during the nebula collapse that created the system. Okay, MSV Ontario. The Ontario is a Cowling-class modular conveyor of human design, configured for mixed variant passenger hauling, to make a hard burn for the cover of an asteroid cluster. Let's explain where this particular location. Okay, biotics. Coding Rex. We're gonna save. Like I said, that actually this can go real bad. That actually totally made me jump. The problem I had in Mass Effect 1 was hitting limits. I'm hoping, I assume I can go over 1,000,000 credits. I suspect that maybe I couldn't previously and I would break stuff down to Omnigel and then I maxed out Omnigel at 999.
Kill the hostage!
Yeah, let's move.
Get me next time.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations.
5% total possible
What?
power of God or
Trust
Vertigo.
I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through. Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A Fifth Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
Could not have worked. Let's read that needle. The idea was to try to not kill the biotics. I know at least one died. Like, actually no way to stop. My teammates not actually fighting. I gotta try put my weapons away, see what happens. You also got to see a bit of why biotics are so annoying to fight. Getting absolutely sent flying. There's nothing you can do to stop it. But likewise, you can do the exact same thing to them. Arguably, I got less experience from doing it this way than I would have if I just killed everyone.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
What's above and beyond? So, what's he gonna do? Turn around. And back out, and we're gonna go talk to the requisition dude. Alright.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what
You bet, Commander.
Nope. Well, no. You didn't have anything to buy, but the point is, I just got quite a bit of money now, so don't need to worry. But I think I'm good for money for the rest of the game, quite possible, quite probably. Because I'm gonna find more. But... Okay, I feel like it's a bit early to go back to the Citadel again. Vision cluster. Can we just nuke it?
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission-complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral, and we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Traemar is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Also has nitrogen gas, need more gas. A small rock and ice planet, Cyber has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium silicates with deposits of iron. Cyber's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Cyber was a more geologically active world in the distant past. Turian insignia. Sonedma is the second of the Amazon system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It is considerably less dense than its neighbour Denoika, and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-based silicates with deposits of sulfur, and small deposits of polonium too. Denoika is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of cracking basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-based silicate dust. Denoika's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon. The planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, most captured asteroids, Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Then we have Adjubinium. Trying to write this bad part. It's really dark in here. I'm struggling to see anything. Adjubinium is a small terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. The planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere. Much of it has been blasted away. Red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at a nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubled, lashing Adjubinium with intense heat and radiation. Crust is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks of power machinery. Okay, shooty bang bang, Gauss uses snipers, and Ashley. That's a lot of things on there. Start with you. Cool. Obviously, I mentioned it earlier during my yeet, but the other thing you say when doing that is, oh shit! Around this way.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area. You need to turn back, Commander. You're going
I'm on
beyond
my
the range
way
of the
back in.
operational area.
I just think I made a bad choice here. Fail on this. See if we can find a better way up there. Like this. Good. Victory! Now let's try to get back up. Back on the other side again. That was deeper than I was expecting, but is some debris up here, so I'm just try to go around. Yes. Well, level 7 stuff. What now? No reason, oh why it just felt like destroying all of those cranes. No! Couldn't possibly be thinking ahead. I know what's happening here. Yeah. Now this one might be annoying to get to. Oh, it might be perfectly fine actually. That all doesn't look too bad to scale. In fact, I don't think I even need to. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contra-gravity speeder. See the laser, its brand name. Judging by the charting, the Rector's been here since the Star's variable peak. Culture found the remains of an expensive suit, what appear to be melted antique aviator goggles. That's that. Okay. Ooh. Moon beacon. That went quite a way. What a bit of crate. The thing with doing that with the turbo is because you do it and you make it, you never know if you would have made it if you hadn't turboed. That could have been real bad if we kept fumbling. I've very specifically done things this way because it means
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
Suspicious.
Yeah, this thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
I mean that's real lying, Shepard. Gift sub expired. I've had like 5 gift subs expired today. It's actually wild. I need that. Guys, for. Couldn't be any fight at this point. I pick up Sarah all. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised considering I know what's about to happen. Yeah, jump scared me.
At last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
You assume I give a damn. That's cute.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator. The one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize.
Back to the lone would slaughter you all.
Wars here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
Orders, Commander.
We've got air and light and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
No time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Able to bomb. Easy. And sniper rifles for everyone. Oh look, the store now works. Oh, use sniper. So, make sure I got good rounds in this. Shredder. Nest stabilizer. And another kinetic stabilizer. It's like, do with all the stability I can get. Okay, that was not how I thought this would go.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
I went through a lot of trouble to join you. It ended like this, for him at least. How do you above ground, the super radios re-established connected with the Normandy? I'm gonna get the hell out of here. We leveled up at last. No sniper rifle training. Who needs it? I don't need to do any of that. That's Normandy. Tell you what though, I really like that actually. It means that I use snipers pretty well. I felt like I was supposed to have a secondary zoom. That maybe I do, but I was not hitting the right button. Argos Row. Destroy Hydra. I feel like that should mean something to me. But you know what it does mean? It means it's time for me to take another break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Oh, smash. See you soon. Oh, I never muted the microphone. Oops. Well, I'm back now. Okay. Thermalus has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life is developed.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, warning, level 2 heat hazard. Megos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. The hot surface is mainly composed of nickel and deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Megos is inhospitable and dangerous. An expedition must be well prepared to survive any length of time. Its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting make us seem well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Well, there's going to be some kind of trap.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a trap!
That's supposed to explode. Okay. That was kind of decent. Thanks. I've been ranking my butt for a while. It's generally not been good enough quality to bother with. I'm not a particularly spectacular belcher. I miss Snee. Really happy to see her stream again. Happy she got a job, doing well for herself. Fuck me. Oh, no, no, no. We go around. I said round? Oh shit. Ooh. That can't even pass this thing around. Yeah, temperature's getting pretty reasonable in here. Next break, I'm going to put the light, draw the curtain, put the lights on. I can actually see what I'm writing, see how bad my writing's been. Yeah. I think that's it from here. It is. Oh, map. Come to Normandy. Hydra cleared. This hair clip will just keep poking in up. Getting pushed out and just pokes into the back of my head. That's very annoying. Right, the rest of the system. Layer is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. It was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter in the last 100 years. The superheat caused by the impact of atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. It's a small rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silica deposits of carbon. Cameron decided to warlord Chiago's defeat by cheering peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Chiago was a female warlord, one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed a unique value to position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Chiago's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers never fast for blood oaths against the participating Turan crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turan participants were killed in open combat for assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim they had the blood of Chiago. Turan insignia. Cyber is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen-helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. And get some helium free. And that's us done with this system. We can check things system. This asteroid is emitting weak intermittent signal of frequency of 1540 MHz. Moving data disk. I don't think there's going to be anything in this. Well, the pinnacle station is in that asteroid belt. Okay. Potassium is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, potassium is tidally not to Phoenix. These are molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. Silsato is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. There's no remarkable features. An atmosphere similar to Earth's made Intisay an early candidate for human colonization. However, prohibitively high temperatures and an arid climate have proven a hindrance to terraforming and agriculture. Few human cities were founded, but the majority of the human population on Intisay remains scattered across the vast deserts, operating wind farms and geological research stations. Oh, wait. What's this? Back check you at the moment. Babylon is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonation material, water ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated loads of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Babylon is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turan bomb gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Babylon. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of surface ice and watched the shipping containers spinning locks across the surface, liquid oxygen. But before this evaporated and escaped thermonuclear gravity, it reacted to cause widespread rust. So, but that's cobalt. Tontile. Tontile is an enormous, low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU for Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide with deposits of various light metals. While Tontile is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships travelling through the Arctic cluster to land for drive discharge. I have no idea what's here, so we've got to bring Rex. And think item. I really need to quick and the not having him is genuinely bugging me. So barrier, we've got 1 point stasis, that's all we want.